Stupid. Bold belief to assume I figured out my gender. It's a work in progress. Our friendship goes beyond your average kind of fun. Because we're gay. Because we're gay. LGBTQ edition, because no one is getting left out this time. Put a finger down if you've ever worn a dress. Put a finger down if you don't like dresses. Put a finger down if you've ever worn a suit. Ooh, I see you. I'm jealous. Put a finger down if the song I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry has ever given you some kind of anxiety. Put a finger down if the first person you ever came out to was your childhood best friend. Put a finger down if you're out to your grandparents. Put a finger down if you've ever watched a show because there's a minor character with basic representation in it. Put a finger down if you've ever obsessed over a non-fictional or fictional character because they represented you or something. Put a finger down if you listen to Girl and Rap. Put a finger down if you listen to Sweater Weather. Put a finger down if there's no song for you yet because we haven't come up with a code yet, but that's okay, we will, I got you. And lastly, put a finger down if you want me to make wings.
You can go ahead and get in the act like a silly goose.
Who has the most daily ratings? Who drinks the most coffee? Who listens to the gayest music? Who walks the fastest? Who is number the most? Who's the worst driver? Who's the least straight passing? Who wears the most heels or platforms? Who knows the most about astrology?
Hey everyone, so I recently made a post talking about how I am non-binary even though I look feminine, and well, that made its way over to transphobic Trump TikTok, so that was super fun. I woke up to hundreds and hundreds of comments misgendering me, calling me it, calling me a thing, saying that my gender identity is an illness and I need to go seek help. So if you are queer, non-binary, trans, or you support those things, please God interact with this post because it won't stop and it's doing it. And it makes me upset just because I know that a lot of people, my page is a safe space for them. And it feels like that is being taken away from me and the people who follow me, and that's super not fucking fair, and I love you guys so much, so please God interact with this, and I want to feel safe, and I want everyone to follow me to feel safe, so I hope you all have a really good day.
It's still chewing on her.
Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance, and somehow in middle school and high school you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group, so you just looked like a basic ass local for most of your life? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just... This happened. Just me? Okay, cool.
Hey yo, Calvin Garrett with hate.
Get off the couch.
the casual things that may be way easier for you when you don't have to think about your gender all the time. Like food. Haircuts. Early in my transition, one of the most affirming things I did was cut my long hair pretty short. It was my freshman year of college in a new town, so I honestly had to put in a lot of time researching salons in the area, because I just wanted to make sure everything was safe, you know,
I don't know.
being a somewhat feminine-looking person still and asking for a quote-unquote masculine haircut. So for most people who use testosterone or hormone replacement therapy, their hairline changes. So I actually spent a lot of time early in my transition being paranoid that hairdressers were going to notice that my hairline was like not what they expected for a man. Which looking back is probably me like overthinking. But I feel like it just goes to show that there's like a lot of anxiety that went into something as simple as me wanting to get my hair cut, you know? Also, some salons still have their pricing based on men versus women, and if you don't fit into either of those categories, that's kind of...
We are circling check. Who came out first? Who came out to themselves first? Who has the most internalized homophobia? Who's never slept with the opposite sex? Who's had the most girlfriends? Who's had the most boyfriends? Who were your parents the most shocked by? Who has depression and anxiety? Who was flaming gay as a child? Whose number is the highest? Who got getting married? Who is the biggest advocate for the queer community? Who gets the rowdiest at Pride? Making my neighbors think that my roommate and I are a lesbian couple. You know I gotta do it to him. It's about to get gay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. That's a little bit taller than I thought it was gonna be. It's, you know, the higher the pole, closer to God, something like that. Every gay house has a gay pride flag in front of it, right? So I was trying to make it back in time before I had to leave for work, so I forwarded somebody a snapshot of the reaction of my homo girlfriend.
Michaela texted me and said, asked me when I was going to be home. Never a good sign. And then said I have to film my reaction for her home improvement project. So now I'm a little scared. Right here.
I'm transgender. And my human resources goes, okay, yeah, oh, sure, yeah, very good, okay. It sounded like I gave her a present she didn't like, but she used to next tell me, like, no, that's very good, I like it a lot, like, can you take it back, or like, and I'm like, look, it's okay that you're a little creeped out, I just want to know what's the protocol, what do I do next? And she goes, I'll get back to you, and she ran away. And I'm like, no, that's not a good sign that, she comes back the next day and says, okay, Robin, we have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is we don't have a policy for, transgender right here because, they don't know what that is here. But the good news is, we put it out to human resources for Chevron and Target. And you can just read over those. Would you do that for anything else? We don't have a policy for sexual harassment, but we asked McDonald's and Halliburton, and they think...
Okay.